A brawl on Bourbon Street caught on camera. At least 2 Holy Cross students now face the possibility of jail time for their alleged involvement in the large fist fight. Now, it happened in the 100 block of Bourbon early Sunday morning. Jade Cunningham joins us now with a look at what happened. Jade?
Natalie, New Orleans police say it took them about 7 minutes to make their arrest. We reached out to Holy Cross, who did not want to comment on the situation, but according to the New Orleans Advocate, one of the students arrested supposedly threw a punch after a racial slur was said.
That's what I'm saying. This cell phone video seen on the New Orleans Advocate's website is about a minute long.
Oh my gosh.
It shows punches being thrown among multiple people, allegedly including 18-year-old Holy Cross student and football player Rhett Weidenbacher.
To me, that's kind of crazy. I mean, I have boys who are now men, but for my kids to be out in high school at that age, never. It never would happen.
There's nothing good happens after midnight, so why are you there?
New Orleans police say they were told of the fight around 4 a.m. at Iberville and Bourbon. Once there, officers found a person on the ground with head and face injuries.
At 4 a.m., they should be home.
NOPD was then told of another fight nearby.
What are they doing out here at 4 a.m.?
That 2 men with bloody clothes had run towards Canal. They were found shortly after, identified by police as Weidenbacher and 18-year-old classmate Christopher Collette.
Both Weidenbacher and Collette were arrested by New Orleans police and face charges of simple battery and second-degree battery. Our legal analyst says if found guilty, they could face some serious consequences.
Second-degree battery is a felony, and the possible ramifications of that are a $2,000 fine and up to 8 years in jail.
Simple battery carries a charge of 6 months max behind bars, but ultimately it depends on what the DA decides.
The district attorney has to screen the case. Just because the police arrested the young man doesn't mean that the district attorney is going to accept charges.
And possibly a judge.
I would think, though, that any judge looking at a first offender, probation might even be possible for a situation like that.
Meanwhile, people are trying to understand why.
It's sad, but unfortunately, when, as the old saying, if you do the time or do the crime, you have to do the time. And that may sound harsh, but in reality, that's part of what happens when you make decisions. You have to live with the results.
18 years old, you're supposed to graduate high school and go on and go to college and have big dreams.
Now for Weidenbacher, it was a big weekend. The football team had a huge victory. Saturday was his 18th birthday, and also according to the New Orleans Advocate, a second-degree battery charge from an incident that happened last March was completely erased from his record after they say he successfully completed a pre-trial diversion program. And of course, we have all the details on our website, wwltv.com. Natalie?